If you want to start feeling amazing about yourself today, not tomorrow, here are some micro habits that you need to start creating today. So, ways that you can feel great about yourself is by creating micro habits. These micro habits are going to enforce how your day goes and how you feel about yourself and how you go out into the world and do the things that you need to do. Or you can start, the best thing to do is go ahead and declutter your space. Sometimes when our space is so cluttered, our mind is also cluttered. The way we think is also cluttered and we can't start. So it's so important to go ahead, declutter your space, because the way your space looks is how your brain looks. At least that's what I believe. Stop making excuses on why now is actually not a good time. See, we love to create these excuses because that's our comfort zone. But imagine you said, no, right now, I'm going to start right now. You're going to be closer to becoming that person that you want to be if you start right now. Or you can just put on your calendar when you're going to start, but make sure it's sooner rather than later. So sometimes we create in our mind ways and things, excuses to stop doing what we really want to do. So for example, if you want to go to the gym, you'll create this, scenario in your head that when I get to the gym, everybody's going to be staring at me. No one is going to be staring at you. You might get 1-2 looks, but no one's really just sitting there and staring at you unless you're wearing something crazy. You can always avoid that. Just don't wear that thing that you think you're gonna get stared at, even though people should not be looking at you and judging you like that. But it's so important for you to know to just go ahead and make that change. Go ahead, join that gym, and stop making excuses because you're gonna get over it. Eventually, when you are in that setting, it becomes a habit and it just becomes part of who you are. So stop telling yourself why you shouldn't go to the gym or why you shouldn't pay for the membership when you are paying for all of those other memberships but that you might not even need. Another habit that you need to create is making time for social media. Don't be on social media all day long because it will definitely affect your mental health. When you rely on social media likes, you start to feel terrible when you're not getting those likes. So it's not a great way for us to look for validation or look for, ways that we can feel confident about ourselves. See, confidence starts from within and it starts actually from those habits that you can create in your everyday life, and you can, feel great when you check off your list, you check off those things that you said you were going to do. Like, I know when I graduated college, I felt so great. I felt like I checked something off the list that was a little more difficult to do. So in those ways, I created a way where I felt so confident and I was ready to take on the world. So you need to create goals in order to feel confident, in order to be able to reset your mind and be able to achieve those goals that you put out. So it's so important, again, to reset your mind on what's making you happy. Don't let it be social media likes only. Well, I don't know if it's only me, but I love to smell good. I love to smell my hair and, smell myself. And I'm like, what is that scent? It's so amazing. So I used to use different brands, but I love the scent of Doisier. I'll try to put the name below, but that is a scent that feels luxurious, okay? It feels so good when you put it on. It just changes my whole personality. I feel like I'm walking into the room and I feel like I smell like $1 million. So you want to invest in the way you smell because that also alerts different sensories that we have, and we feel really good about the way we feel by what we're smelling. So it's so important to go ahead, invest in that luxury scent. Make sure your whole day consists on a routine. Now, for example, when you're waking up, you're going to the gym, you're having your breakfast, make sure you have a full-on skin routine that's just not soap and water. Soap and water can only cut it for so long. Then you'll start breaking out if you're wearing makeup, not washing it off properly, and all of that. And that can definitely take a toll on your confidence. So you want to create routines and make time for those masses, those appointments to, chemical peels or whatever you need. Just make sure that you are investing in yourself because the return is always worth it. And remember, what's most important during this whole process is that you don't try to be the best or be perfect. You want to start. What's so important is that you start. If you don't start and you wait on being perfect, you're never going to start. Because I've never heard someone say, I was in the perfect situation when I started. Usually you're starting and you're getting better, you're improving, you're looking back at videos that you made, if that's your goal and you want to do, and you get better. So there's so many things that you can put that ideology towards. So if it's video content creation, you're definitely not going to be great on your first video. Even if you think that it might have been great, when you start to create more content, you're going to look back at it and say, that wasn't great. But you're going to be like, that's great. So it's going to take time and trust the process. I will talk to you guys next time. And again, it's Ananda Sharma.